Play Rummy on Ace to 3 and get a chance to win. First prize 10 lakhs. Download the app from the description box below.
2000 പുറത്തിറങ്ങിയ അയ്യപ്പൻ അമ്മ നെയ്യപ്പൻ ചുട്ടു എന്ന ചിത്രത്തിലൂടെ മലയാളികൾക്ക് സുപരിചിതനായ പർവീൻ ദബാസ് ആണ്. What was like your experience working in Kerala?
Every film, this was one of my first films, of course. It was a very big learning experience to work with a director like Mr. Matthew Paul. I have to say it was very hard also. It's not easy to mouth the lines in Malayali. I got very nervous. How will I say these lines? Everything about Kerala, the people, it was so wonderful. I had a really great time. I'm going to be directing a film soon. It's going to be my second film. Before the lockdown, we had launched a sports league called Arm Wrestling. And I have to say that some of the best arm wrestlers in India are from Kerala.
Do you follow Malayalam cinema nowadays?
One of the films I saw recently and which I really loved was a film called Solo. Really wonderful. I love that film. I do like Dalker a lot. He's not just a Malayali actor, but he's an Indian actor. So he's a kind of an actor who can fit in any kind of cinema.
Is it really difficult for an actor to establish himself as a star in Bollywood?
I think a lot of times people come with stars in their eyes but not ready to do the hard work. If you are ready to do hard work, if you have the talent, then there is nothing which can stop.
Parveen and his wife, both of you have started a campaign called Being Happy. So what is the best advice you can give?
I will say the best thing is the husband should just say yes all the time. And also, much more important, never look happy.
Okay.
Because the minute you look too happy, your wife will think, why is he so happy?
Hope your wife is not around and listening to any of this.
No, she's not.
ഹായ് ഹലോ ബിഹൈൻഡ് സൈഡ് വ്യൂവേഴ്സ്. ഇന്ന് നമ്മുടെ കൂടെയുള്ളത് ഒരു ആക്ടറാണ്, ഡയറക്ടറാണ്. 2000 പുറത്തിറങ്ങിയ അയ്യപ്പന്റെ അമ്മ നെയ്യപ്പൻ ചുട്ടു എന്ന ചിത്രത്തിലൂടെ മലയാള സിനിമയിലേക്ക് കടന്നു വന്ന് പിന്നീട് ബോളിവുഡിലേക്കും ചേക്കേറിയ ഒരു നടൻ കൂടിയാണ്. ലെറ്റ് മി വെൽക്കം Parveen Dabas to the show. Little chat with Let's.
Hi Parveen, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. And hello to all the viewers.
Parveen, like you are no stranger to Malayalis. You know, we know you through your movies. So 2000, you just came out with the movie Ayyappan Amma Neyyappan Chuttu. And then all of a sudden we missed you out here where you moved on to the bigger screens in Bollywood. So what was like, what was like your experience working in Kerala?
Well, I loved doing that film, I have to say it was very hard also because it's not easy to mouth the lines in Malayali. But I have to say it was a brilliant experience. We shot it in and around Alapi. And I loved Alapi. I loved the backwaters. It was one of the most, really, they say God's country. It's really like God's country. And the crew and the director, Mr. Matthew Paul, such amazing people. And really, I love Kerala. I love the food. Everything about Kerala, the people. It was so wonderful. I had a really great time shooting the film. The film itself was very interesting. And I had never done, of course, a South film. That was my first South film at that time. One of the first films I ever did. And it was very interesting because Malayali is not a language which is very easily spoken. It's one of the hardest languages and it's one of the oldest languages which is actually based on Sanskrit. So, it was very interesting. And the first day when the director, Matthew Paul sir, came and they started telling me, and explaining to me the dialogues, I have to say for a little while I got nervous. I got very nervous. How will I say these lines? Because even though somebody else will be dubbing, but your lip movement needs to be same.
Yeah, exactly.
So what I did is I made, because I knew I will not be able to memorize the dialogues.
Okay.
So what I did is I remembered, in school and college, they used to make cheat notes, farres. They call it farre,
exactly.
Cheat notes. So what I did is for this film, the first time I ever did it, I made my own system and I made cheat notes.
Okay.
So what I did is I would, out of the dialogues, one scene, I would memorize 2 or 3 lines, right? And some lines I would write in a copy in front of me. And 2 or 3 lines I would write on a book somewhere. 2 or 3 lines I would write somewhere else. So what I would do is I would pretend that I'm writing and I would read from here. And then I would, the 2-3 lines I knew, I would say that towards the character, the camera. then I would pretend to get a book or something, and I would, so nobody noticed though. When you see the film, you can't tell. But, but that was my way of being able to do the scene, and it came out naturally also. So the director was also very happy. Everybody was very happy because, otherwise it was going to take me too much time to get the lip sync correct. But this way, I was able to do it and make it look natural as well.
Okay, that's wonderful. So Parveen, how are you spending your lockdown days? Because I've seen a lot of your fitness videos and all, and you're really into fitness and stuff. So is that keeping you busy?
Yes, I'm using the lockdown to get back into fitness. My fitness just before the lockdown was good, but not great. And now, touch wood, it has become very good again. I've used the lockdown time because, I always believe when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade.
Lemonade. Yeah.
When you get lemons, then you use it and you make lemonade. So I said, you've got so much time. Rather than waste it watching TV all the time, I have joined these online classes with a company, with a group called SoFit. And so every morning, 8 to 9 o'clock, we do these online classes, which are very, very tough. And, I stopped eating sugar and everything and bad things. Okay. So I made my nutrition also very good again. And now the 3-4 ab packs are starting to show again.
Oh, so, that's great. That's great.
So you can say the lockdown that way I have used very well. I'm also, I've been working on a film. I'm going to be directing a film soon. It's going to be my second film I'm directing. I directed one in 2011. So that also I used the time because we had signed with the studio, but the script was not locked. So I used this time also to finish the script. Then we locked it and we've just started casting again also.
Okay.
So
wonderful.
so we just started casting for it. So I used the time for that also. And also we had also, just before the lockdown, we had launched a sports league called Pro Panja League. So Panja means arm wrestling. So we had launched this in Delhi with the sports minister, Mr. Kiren Rijiju, and our most famous boxer, Vijender Singh. So we had launched this in February 29th, along with the Indian Arm Wrestling Federation, which is the official Arm Wrestling Federation India. So they're our partners. So we launched it in Feb, and of course we were going to do it again. We had just done a launch, but it was a very big success. And I have to say that some of the best arm wrestlers in India are from Kerala.
Oh, that's great to hear.
Yeah. So one of our, in fact, our 100 kg plus champion, Dilshad, he is from Kerala as well. So some of the very good and strong arm wrestlers are from Kerala.
Oh, wonderful. So moving on to the movie experience, you worked with Matthew Paul. He was like one of the most celebrated art filmmakers, and he directed this movie, Ayyappan Amma Neyai Panchuttu. So what was your experience working with such a person?
It was fabulous. It was very fabulous. He was so talented and, such a good filmmaker, very clear, very calm, and, knew exactly what he wanted. And it was such a nice atmosphere also, all of these places that we shot, and very nice human being. So, it was a really, really good experience. I have to say that in that film also, I got a chance because I played a Punjabi guy who was married locally. Otherwise, usually North Indian boys don't get that much of a chance. In South films, it's more the North Indian girls. I got a chance because the character was like that. So, but he was, Matthew Paul is very, very talented, and I had such a good time working with him. And like I said, it was one of my first films. So, and Kerala is a state that I've always loved. I've been, of course, to Alapi, then I've been to Kochi a couple of times. So I love the food, I love the people, and it's a place that I always want to come back to.
Oh, that's great. So I think soon after this movie came out in 2000. So it was like a transition period for Malayalam cinema, because there was like a lot of new generation filmmakers coming up with very strong script. So, and very, very good movies, I should say. It doesn't mean that the previous movies are bad, but, very good movies and, low budget movies, and, a lot of directors, a lot of new faces were coming out. So how did this transition help you? Means you moved on to Bollywood, right? So how did this, your experience down here in South help you through your journey to Bollywood?
See, every film, this was one of my first films, of course. So it was a very big learning experience for me to work with a director like Mr. Matthew Paul, especially since right after this film, I did Monsoon Wedding.
Monsoon Wedding, yes.
So this film also, if you see, was in between. It was a commercial film also. It was artistic also. And if you see, a lot of Kerala cinema is like that. A lot of Malayalam cinema is like that. It is a very interesting mix of art and entertainment. And if you see, even Monsoon Wedding was like that. It was a very interesting mix between art and entertainment. So, it really prepped me, because the acting he wanted was very natural and it was not over the top. It is not like, a lot of the other films require. So that was a very good experience to take into Monsoon Wedding as well.
Okay, wonderful. Do you follow Malayalam cinema nowadays? Do you watch any Malayalam movies?
I have not watched a lot. I have watched a couple, but I have followed, of course, some of the Malayalam actors who have come into, and done Hindi films like Mammootty sir. But I have to say, one of the films I saw recently and which I really loved was a film called Solo.
Okay, yeah. Dulquer Salman starring.
Yes, and directed by Bijoy Nambiar. I know Bijoy also. So it was really wonderful. I love that film. Very cutting edge, very, again, a really interesting mix of entertainment and art. And, I really loved it. It was a really interesting and entertaining film. So that is one of the films that I really like.
So do you have a personal favorite, like, one actor or one someone who you look upon in from South, one from the South industry?
Well, I wouldn't say look up upon, but I would definitely say I do like Dulquer a lot. I think out of the new breed of actors, he's not just a Malayali actor, but he's an Indian actor. Exactly. I think Dulquer is the kind of actor, if you see, he's doing some Hindi films now. I really liked the way he approaches his roles, and especially in Solo, which is the film. And then I've seen he's in Caravan also. And, he's done a couple of Hindi films. So he's a kind of a actor who can fit in any kind of cinema, both art, entertainment, very talented. And like I said, I saw him in Solo and he was excellent in Solo.
So from, what the notion which as a South Indian, what we have towards Bollywood is, it's very difficult to establish your name there, because there is a lot of nepotism that is going on. And there is a lot of, the current scenarios and situation that's happening down there. So is it really difficult for an actor, but just by his talent, it is impossible to be a star or to establish himself as a star in Bollywood?
Well, I would not say impossible, because nothing is impossible. Yeah. I think sometimes it takes a little more time, when you come from outside of the film world. But it's not impossible. I think nowadays, if you have talent, then you're always going to reach somewhere, because there is not a lot of talent. Let me tell you that. There are a lot of people who come, who want to join films. And now the talent is increasing. But I think a lot of times people come with stars in their eyes, but not ready to do the hard work. If you really, because talent is also good, but you have to be ready to do hard work to become a good actor as well. So if you are ready to do hard work, if you have the talent, then there is nothing which can stop you. You are going to, and there are so many avenues right now. There's films, there's TV, there's OTT platforms, so there's all kinds of content, and you will make your name. That's all I can say. And there's a lot of, examples of people who have made it now who are not from film companies.
So then what are your ongoing projects?
So like I told you, there is a film which I'm going to be directing. And our company is co-producing it also. We're line producing it. We've signed a studio already. So once we do the casting, then the studio will announce it. Apart from that, I had done Hostages recently, which is on Hotstar. And it was a very big hit. And then I've done another web series called Made for Each Other. So the shooting got a little left just before Corona. So we have a little shooting left, which we are going to do in October. And then it will be releasing. So, but apart from that, like I said, I got this web series. Then there is a film I'm directing, and we've also started the Pro Panja League. So we're going to be doing that again once Corona comes down a bit.
So how is the scenario? How is things catching up there? Because everything was lying now. Now is it like, are the shoots starting to happen, or are we getting back on your legs, or are things started to move? What's happening? What's the scenario
Shoots
back there?
have started, especially out of town also they've started.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes there are some cases which happen, the shoots stop also and then they restart. But
Okay.
shootings have started happening because they have to happen now, because 4 or 5 months no shootings happen. People need to work also. So I think
Of
with
course.
the precautions, it's very necessary that the work carry on though.
Okay, so I saw this, when I was just going through your Insta profile. Parveen and his wife, both of you have started, a campaign called, being happy together. So what is the best advice you can give for couples to be happy?
I will say the best thing is the husband should just say yes all the time. And
Okay.
also, much more important, never look happy.
Okay.
Don't look happy.
Okay.
Because the minute you look too happy, your wife will think, why is he so happy?
Okay.
So then the problem will come. So the thing is, just be quiet, watch TV, do your work, so nobody notices you. And then there will be no problem at all. But the minute you act happy, then they'll wonder, why is he happy? Who is he talking to? What is he doing? So I'll say, secret of happiness is not looking happy.
Okay. Hope your wife is not around and listening to any of this.
No, she's not.
Okay, great. So anyway, thank you so much for spending time with us. We would like to see more of you down here in South, as director, as an actor, and all the best
Same
with
here.
your upcoming projects. It was so nice talking to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. And thank you, Behind Woods Eyes viewers. It's lovely. And I look forward to coming down south again. It's one of my favorite parts of the country. And I really look forward to coming there again.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Take care. Bye-bye. Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Play Rummy on Ace to 3 and get a chance to win from 10 lakhs pool. Download the app from the description box below.